Hey guys, what's going on? David back again with another case study. This one is a pretty crazy one actually because I'm going to show you a 509% ROI case study. And if you're not familiar with what ROI is, it's basically the return on investment. So in this particular one, I'm going to flip the screen over in a second. I'm basically going to show you how I invested $184 and got back $1,125, which is insane. So let's get right into it. I'm going to show you the exact vendor that I got the traffic from. I'm going to show you the exact pages that I used, which you, by the way, have access to. If you're not a member of the VIP yet, you probably should be a member of that. Another really important thing is for you to let me show you the stats so you understand exactly what I'm talking about. So let's dive right into it. All right, guys. So here's what this campaign is. This is a campaign that I ran. It started running around the 24th. There was really nothing going on, and then I started kicking in on the 30th. Most of the traffic came in on the 3rd, and then it kind of died off on the 5th. Now, the reason that I'm posting this case study about a week later is simply because when traffic was running, there were no conversions. Like basically there was some traffic coming in. I didn't see anybody kind of signing up, but that's not to say that later on as the follow-up starts kicking in that there's not going to be any conversions. So check out what happened. So basically the vendor for this traffic was Ed Newman, which I'm going to leave a link somewhere on this page for you to click on so you can check out his traffic and stuff. And what I did is I'm starting to move away from just getting 100 and 200 visitors from vendors simply because I'm realizing lately that it's not a big enough sample size. So I do my regular due diligence, which is checking out if anybody produced sales from the traffic. And I saw that this person did have sales in the last 60 days, multiple of them. Like people were saying, yeah, I got sales. So I decided to try the traffic, and I went for his maximum, which was 400 visitors. Now he was booked a little bit, so I placed the order on the 20th or something like that, and then I had to wait several days, as you can see, for the traffic to start coming in. So here's what happened. Once the traffic started coming in, I noticed that, so here's the stats. As you can see right there, there was a total of 442 visitors that came in. Out of that, 246 were mobile visitors. And the total revenue that was generated was $1,125. It cost me $184 to get the traffic. I made from that traffic $1,125, which is, it's basically 5 to 1. You invest $1, you get $6 back, or $5 back, whatever that is. So basically, here's the stats and the breakdown. So as you can see, mobile visitors was 227, desktop visitors was 196, produced 71 subscribers. As you can see, the subscriber rate on desktop is the highest, as I always, expect it to be. And that's what produced the results, as you can see there. 1,200% ROI on the desktop visitors. So the page that produced the result, what I did is I ran multiple tests with multiple pages. As you know, I'm pretty big on testing stuff and giving you guys what actually works based on my experience. And I've tested multiple VIP pages on it. I've also tested a new one that basically talks about discover the system that brings me thousands per week. That did terribly, as you can see there. 31 views, only 2 subscribers. That did really bad. 6% opt-in rate is horrible. So I immediately stopped using it. But as you can see, the VIP 2 page, that's what got the most amount of revenue, which was $1,100 in sales. which produced a 917% ROI, return on investment. But VIP 5 also did amazing, like 30 visitors, 9 subscribers, and out of that I got one sale for $25. Now here's the thing that I want you to really internalize. When the traffic was running, there were no conversions. Like, I was getting subscribers, but I wasn't getting sales. Now, I took some time, and I didn't want to like judge the traffic, because like, that's not to say if you're not getting sales immediately that you're not going to get sales later. That's the whole purpose of having a follow-up series. That's why it's so critical for you to just set it up, let people go through the follow-up, like at least several weeks. Like, this traffic, this run is not over yet. Like, I mean, the traffic is delivered already, but people are still receiving the follow-up messages. This could go into like, this could even double as far as I'm concerned, or it could stay exactly the same. Who knows? But another thing that I want you to really, really pay attention to is the fact that this is a total of 3 sales. So there was one sale for 25, one sale for 100, and one sale for 1,000. Now, if you're not positioned yet at the $1,000 level or the $500 level or whatever level, like, let's say if you only come in at the $25 level, which is fine, that's where a lot of people start. But if I didn't position myself, and I'm, by the way, at the $2,000 level, simply because I don't want to miss out on any sales. Like, if I was positioned, as an example, at the $100 level right now, I would have missed out on the $1,000 sale. That would have passed right over me, and I wouldn't have gotten that commission. So it's super, super, super important for you to be positioned as high as you possibly can, to make sure that you don't miss out on any sales. Because again, you can do whatever you're comfortable with as far as get positioned as wherever you're comfortable at. But at the same time, like, I see pass-ups happening quite a bit where people are not positioned at the $500 level, and then somebody buys the $500 level from their link, and they don't even see that commission. It just passes right over to the next person who's qualified, and that's usually me, because if somebody's not qualified to get that commission, it just goes right to the next person. So it's super important that you make the effort to be fully like positioned with whatever you do. Like, as an example, if it wasn't for this program, let's say if I'm promoting a different program and there's different levels, I don't look at the levels and say, well, which one is the best? Well, the best one is obviously the highest one, because that's going to give you the most chance of getting commissions with what you do. So again, this is just to show you what can happen when you're fully positioned, when you get access to all the VIP pages, which are super important to have, like the custom capture pages, which, by the way, you get them once you complete everything in your account within the first 48 hours, or if you come in at the $100 level minimum, and if you do that like within, again, the first 48 hours of you kind of joining. So that's it for this case study. Phenomenal results. Again, not all the runs that I do produce these kinds of results, but it's super nice when this happens. Again, some runs you're gonna do, you're not gonna see any sales like for the first 3 days, and then something will come in on the 4th day or something. Sometimes I run traffic and I get sales immediately, which is amazing. Like, that's always good to see. But you gotta be patient. Like, I see sometimes with other funnels that I run that have super long follow-up series, like 60 days, I see sales coming in at day like 47 and at day 32 and stuff like that. So I'm not concerned, because as long as I know that I'm building my list and those subscribers are on my email list and they're receiving the follow-up messages automatically, like without me having to sit there and send them one by one, which you, by the way, have full access to. If you've configured your autoresponder account and you loaded up the follow-up series that I give you, it's the same emails I send, not different ones. It's the same exact emails. that I send, I'm running traffic to the same pages you're sending traffic to. I'm using the same exact system you're using. Everything is exactly the same. I'm not using anything different than what you're using. Same pages, same offers, same traffic sources, same everything. So if you have this, hopefully will encourage you to really start taking this business seriously, because imagine if you have, one run like this per week. And again, I'm not saying that you're going to run traffic with Ed right now and you're going to get exactly these results. Like, I could run again with him and get totally different results. Who knows? But every traffic run is different. But if you do your research properly, and by research, I really just mean what I teach you to do in the how to promote page. Like, you got to look at the vendor, you got to look at their stats of what are people saying. Did they get sales with the person? Did they not? And then you make a judgment based on that. You narrow it down to about 2 to 3 good ones, and you test those 2 to 3, and you kind of see how it goes. And then again, don't make a judgment as soon as the traffic is over or while the traffic is running, because that's not going to give you any accurate data on what's really going on. It could be that you're going to get a conversion on day 4. Could be you're going to get a conversion on day 12. That's why I give you the follow-up series, so you can load that up and just let people go through it. Let people check out what you're doing. Let people get familiar with what you're doing. Not everybody jumps right in on the first kind of site that they see something. So again, phenomenal run. Hopefully this gives you some information on what's possible. 442 visitors, a total of $1,125. It cost me $184 to get the traffic. Profit was $940. So paid almost $200, received back over $900 in profits. So pretty cool stuff. And another thing, by the way, that I wanted to mention is don't get hung up on the mobile versus tablet stuff. This person, when I spoke to them, I asked for all desktop, and he said, I can't do it. He said, I just can't, because it's going to really slow down the kind of traffic that I get, that I send out, because I only have a limited amount of desktop traffic. And if you want, just get the regular package and I'll send you whatever desktop comes in that. And I said, sure, because I know that even with some desktop traffic, you can get phenomenal results. And keep in mind that a lot of the people that have a mobile phone, that doesn't mean they don't have a desktop computer. Most people, 99% of people, will check their email on a phone, sure, but they're also going to have a computer where they can sit down, do some stuff, and that's when your emails start going out if you catch them while they're on the computer, which again, you don't control. But for the most part, some people will open their email on the computer, and then when they see what you're doing and what you're promoting, or what you're encouraging them to kind of check out, some of them might take you up on it, and then you're going to start seeing some conversions. So again, hopefully this was a pretty detailed case study. Rewind it, watch it as many times as you want. Very, very important. If you take 2 lessons out of this entire case study, is these 2 things. Number 1 is get positioned properly. You don't want to be missing out on pass-ups. You don't want to be, not pass-ups, but commissions, basically. So if you do get a sale for, as an example, $1,000, and you're not at the $1,000 and you're not authorized to sell that $1,000 package, guess what? You don't even get notified that you got that sale. It just literally passes right by you and goes to the next person who is qualified. So don't miss out on those, because some people do come in at those levels, and if you're not positioned, then you missed out basically on $1,000. And remember that you only need 1 sale to break even. 1 sale. So even if you don't get that sale like tomorrow, and if you get it sometime this next few weeks, few months, up to a year or whatever, is that a bad thing? In my opinion, it's not at all. And I know from experience that it usually does not take that long. Like, usually if you're promoting, if you're active, you're going to get some stuff happening in your account. So a couple more stats to remember, to look at from this traffic run. The total overall opt-in rate was 27.15%, which is, again, my benchmark is right around 30. I like to see 30. I'm happy at 30. This is close to that, but I'll take 27% all day long if I'm getting sales. Like, no problem. Even if it's a little bit lower, even if it's 20, I'll still take that as long as I know that the traffic is quality and, you know, it produces results. And that's basically it. So don't worry too much about the opt-in rate. I mean, it's good to have it right around 30 or above 30. And as you can see, some pages are above 30. This one is 34. This one is 32. This one is 28, but it's produced like amazing results. And keep in mind that from whenever I see signups happening for Easy One Up, usually very, very shortly after, I also see signups happening for Now Lifestyle, and I also see signups happening for the next level, which is the Click Magic level. So that's it. Thank you very much for checking out this awesome case study. I am super pleased with these results. I'm really happy to share this stuff with you guys. I know that you want to see the behind the scenes, so here's the behind the scenes. And yeah, whatever works, I show it to you. Whatever doesn't work, I usually remove it and don't even have it in the system. Like this page right here, which did terribly, but I wanted to test it. I wanted to see if it would work. It didn't, so that's fine. Now I know, and I'm not going to use it. So, and that's not a page that's in the system, by the way. That was just for me to test. So that's it, guys. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. There'll be more kind of case studies being released as I run more traffic. I'm trying to give them the time that they need to go through the follow-up, because if I would have posted this case study immediately as the traffic was finished, what would have happened is you would have heard me say it's completely different story. Something like, don't buy traffic from this guy. His traffic sucks. It doesn't convert. There's no sales. I don't see any sales. So don't buy from him. But that's not true. As you can see, you give it a little bit of time. People go through the follow-ups, and all of a sudden you start getting sales. And then all of a sudden, traffic that you thought was not so good, all of a sudden is amazing. So give it the time that it needs. Let the people go through the follow-up series, and hopefully some of them will take you up on your offers, on your emails, and that's basically it. So I'll see you on the next video. We'll talk soon. Bye for now.